from New York. Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
We're going to argue about this, but I don't care. I'm going to give congratulations. You played yourself to the flight attendant from JetBlue who decided to kick off a family of 4 over a birthday cake. So the story is a family was on a flight from JFK to Las Vegas celebrating the mom's 40th birthday. They have like a special made cake that they were taking with them. So they were trying to figure out, do they put it in the overhead compartment or underneath? You know, they didn't want to put it in the overhead compartment because, you know, things move. Cake could be ruined. So during the discussion with the flight attendant on what they should do, a second flight attendant comes and is like, you know what? You can't have that cake. So they start arguing as of why. She finally calls the police. Police comes in. The police was real cool, trying to be like, everything's cool. Nobody did anything wrong. You could even hear the police tell the flight attendant, look, they put the cake underneath. Everything is fine. But
yeah, they're like, we don't need to deal with this right now.
But the
Please.
flight attendant insisted, and the family of 4 got kicked off the JetBlue flight.
Yeah, y'all was
Kids
holding
were
up
in
the flight.
tears.
Nah.
Are you kidding me?
They
Why
holding
did
up
they
the
make
flight.
it such
They
a
gotta
big
go.
deal? You're supposed to give customer service.
Did the cake fit
if
under the
cake,
seat?
If
Yes.
the cake was such a big deal, why was it allowed in the first place? Why didn't the first flight attendant say, you know what, a cake this size is not allowed, and I'm sorry, but you can't take this in? Why did the second flight attendant come and decided to make the big deal out of it?
Well, that's how they messed up. You can't give people.
You can't just
mixed
bend the rules for
information.
certain people.
So for that, congratulations.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
But another congratulations for everybody else bringing unnecessary items on flights.
was
I've seen
her
TVs.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I've never seen a television
this
on a
morning
flight.
This morning on Questlove's Instagram, somebody had an industrial-sized pack of Colgate toothpaste.
They probably caught a good deal. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hit them all with a congratulations, fam. You better get FedEx and
Congratulations,
DHL or
you
something.
played yourself.
That's
I
exactly
think we
why.
do need to. I think we need to dive into this topic a little bit.
Airlines?
Yeah, because I see a double congratulations. Congratulations to the airline. You played yourself for giving mixed messages and now creating the situation. But I also got to give a congratulations to these people who are filming all these things that happen. I get it. I know what you're doing.
Well, nowadays they need proof.
No, I
They need
get
proof.
it. I
If
get
not,
it.
because people are already saying that the family was cursing and yelling, and people
I
are saying
get
that
it.
never happened.
I get that
get
part.
all that.
But when you're filming your kids and saying, my kids are upset, look at them, they're crying, and instead of consoling them, you're filming them crying for 5 minutes.
Congratulations.
Don't say that the number one priority is your kids crying.
Congratulations, you played
Your number one
yourself.
priority at that point has become, I'm getting this airline in trouble or I'm getting my money.
Well, they shouldn't have disrespected the family in the first
I want to
place.
see the video. I never watched the video.
Congratulations, you played
Because
yourself.
I want to know why this damn cake was so goddamn important.
they got it from
Half
some
these
fa-
people out here don't even need these damn cakes.
Well,
I want to look
the
at
whole
y'all.
family's in shape. No one in the family's fat.
Yes, the family's
so don't
not
even try to.
overweight.
By the way, that wouldn't matter. That's
I want to see that.
Of
Maybe the airline
course.
was saving your life.
Oh, shut up.
It was the
You
mom's.
should have had some
It
vegetables
was the
under your
mom's
seat.
40th birthday.
Exactly.
You should have had some water. That's what you should have had.
Broccoli with a candle.
That's right. Happy birthday. You
your
turning
ass
40.
up.
You don't need that cake.
No, but the mom's 40 years old, and it was appropriate, bro. You're a bad guy. Congratulations.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I have this real mixed feeling on the whole thing because, in one sense, I don't want people to be taken advantage of, and I hate airlines sometimes. They treat us like garbage, and we pay a lot of money.
It's true.
And then at the same time, I get annoyed that people don't fall in line and do what you got to do on an airplane because you're affecting so many other people. Like even these people who I totally understand and relate to it, the second they decide to get into a whole thing, instead of just getting off the flight, they made the whole plane deboard. You know how mad I'd be if they were kicking you off because of
Over a
your
damn
cake?
cake.
And I'm like, we got to deboard and come back on now? Because y'all get off the goddamn plane.
Yeah,
I
but
hate to
that's the
say it, but
flight
that's what-
attendants.
but
Why
they
did they make
didn't
it such a
know. I
huge
know.
deal? Because in the first, like I said, rules are rules.
Laura,
okay,
you don't have any
from the very
credibility here.
beginning.
You're
From the
an
very
airport
beginning, if
criminal.
that cake wasn't allowed, the first flight attendant should have said that cake is not allowed. You're not going to try to work with the passenger, allow the cake, and then the second one decides that it's not allowed. You can't bend the rules for certain people.
And they didn't know that the whole flight was going to get kicked off. It wasn't like if you don't get off, everybody's getting
Well, I
off.
think people should learn that, and I think y'all should not listen to Laura Stiles
Can you stop trying
Why?
to take away my credibility?
because she's an airport criminal.
What do you mean?
She will go to the airport, lie about an injury, get a wheelchair just to cut through security.
Okay.
line.
Wow.
First of all, do you
You're a
have a
liar.
bad knee? Yes. So you actually deserve a wheelchair. So
No,
to
I
move
don't. I'm
faster in the
fine.
airport.
I'm
All
fine.
I wanted was a speedy travel through the airport. I was like, yo, this man is injured.
Try being on time.
Let's give
trying
him
to
a
help.
wheelchair
Simple.
to get there faster.
You wanted a wheelchair.
For
No.
Ebro.
She wanted, her and Angie Martinez wanted me, Angie's an airport criminal too, wanted me to go and
You're a
lie
liar.
about an injury. Well,
You're
I do
not
have a
lying.
bad, yeah, but still, I didn't
not
need
lying.
it. I didn't need it. You
It's
guys
not-
are
thank
all,
you.
that's
Thank
why,
you.
see, this is exactly why we're having these problems at airports. Here's the question I have. If a passenger or passengers are slowing the flight taking off down, I want to hear from you guys. Do you want them kicked off the flight immediately so you can stay on time? Or are you the type of person that's like, nah, let them stay on the flight. They're fighting for their rights.
But and also the flight attendants are the ones that are creating the delay too by acting unnecessary. It was unnecessary. They could have easily worked with the family and be like, okay, you don't want to put it up, put it under your seat, just like the police officer said in that case, and it all could have been fixed.
Call right now, 800-223-9797. If you're delaying my flight, I don't care what the scenario.
You don't care.
I don't care.
Selfish.
Yep.
Shawnee, if you had been on that flight,
Yep.
you would have been like, yeah, fight for the right, fight for your rights, people. And they're like, all right, guys, we're going to deblur the whole plane. You'd be like, y'all need to get off the goddamn plane.
Yeah, well, now I start getting tight now. Now you playing with my time.
It would be a different story if it happened to you guys.
I wouldn't bring a damn cake. Do you agree with people getting kicked off the flights if they become a delay for the flight taking off on time?
Of course, man. That ain't nothing new. This happens all the time. The only difference is that right now you got social media making things like it's rival. Dudes been getting kicked off of flights since 1970. That's not nothing new.
That doesn't make it right.
You act up, you get off the flight. That's it.
There you go. I mean, I'm
That
kind of
doesn't
with
make it
him.
right.
I was always told, fam, you raise your voice at the airport, you might go to jail. Don't even raise your voice. Don't even act. I mean, it's a government-controlled space, man.
They're also providing a service for you, and you
hard
should
to-
deliver
yeah.
customer service.
That's
If
the
you're
fine
paying
line.
a lot of money to have your family on board that flight.
Listen, there are things, unfortunately, because I can afford it. For instance, I don't like how they yell at the security line. Take your shoes off. Da, 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 da. I told you. Laptops, don't y'all know laptops go in the blah, blah.
It's annoying.
I can't, why you yelling at me? In my mind, it puts me in the worst space.
Yeah, me too.
But I know going to the airport that's potentially going to happen, right? I know not to travel with certain things, so I don't have those. Like, if you don't know those things are happening, why are you, A, where you been, and B, you shouldn't be traveling on an airline. Like, why do you have to bring a cake? I don't understand. I don't.
They
I
Special
still,
occasion.
It was a
Special
special occasion.
occasion.
Maybe it was her mom's favorite
They got
cake.
cakes
They had
everywhere,
it
bro.
pre-ordered.
This
It
is
doesn't
her
matter. They
favorite
have a
cake.
right
She
to bring
turned
a
40
cake if they
years
want
old.
to.
Hot 97, do you agree with people getting kicked off flights because they've slowed down the takeoff time or they're causing a disturbance?
No.
You don't. Tell us why.
Because you shouldn't get kicked off the flight, man. Everybody's emergency is different. Everybody's situation is different. And just like she said, if it was you and it was your situation, you would feel like that.
It wouldn't be me. That's what I'm trying to explain to y'all.
And so you wouldn't bring the cake.
I wouldn't bring the cake. I'm not absolutely. People have asked me to bring things. I'm not bringing it. Remember Marissa Mendez, will you take my luggage? No.
Oh, well, that's different.
Absolutely.
That's carrying
it's
somebody
actually
else's.
easier.
That's
That's actually
carrying
easier.
somebody else's luggage that you don't know what they put in there.
I could check it. I mean, it's Marissa Mendez. She didn't put nothing crazy in there. I'm not carrying your stuff. I'm not bringing an extra bag.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
when it's your
traveling with more
wife's
stuff.
when it's your wife's 40th birthday, it's a special
Order the-
occasion.
Guess what? We'll have the cake
Why are you
here
making
then.
me agree with
No,
Ebro? I
no,
don't
'cause
want to
you
agree
guys
with
are
Ebro.
crazy.
But it's Vegas. They could have ordered a delicious cake. There's no
But this
problem.
was her favorite cake.
Thank
Shut
you,
the hell
Shawnee.
up.
It
Thank
wasn't
you,
even an
Shawnee.
issue
So bring
when
it-
they brought it on the plane.
That's what I'm saying. You can't change the rules. If that,
Well,
was,
then, guess
if that
what?
was the issue
By the
from
way,
the
on
very first
airlines,
place,
they
they should have
change the
never
rules
let
all
on.
the time.
All the time.
Because you'll think that your carriage thing fits in the overhead. You get on the flight. Guess
No,
what? Nope.
doesn't
Check
fit.
in your bag.
Right.
Well, this
Doesn't
wasn't a
fit.
carriage.
Beat it.
This was a cake that fit
But
fine.
can't you ask why? Can't you be like, why is this happening? I brought the cake on the plane.
I think
the first
you can.
lady said it's not an issue. Police officer said I did nothing wrong.
Well,
I don't understand what happened though. That is the part I don't get. Is what
The thing
what
is that the flight attendant wanted them to put it on the overhead compartment, which moves. And
Lucas,
they didn't want,
don't hang up, by the way.
They didn't want
Lucas
the
and
cake
Queen.
to get damaged.
Nah, and then
so
they
they wanted
originally,
to
when they
place
put
it underneath.
Nah, but originally when they placed it overhead, by the way, they placed it in the place where the emergency equipment is. So they put it in a place where that it wasn't supposed to be. So not their
Oh wait,
fault.
they were sitting in an emergency row?
Nah, they were in the back row, and so that last area, I guess, has stuff like emergency stuff.
Right.
So they put it in with the emergency stuff. So someone saw it and was like, nah, you can't have it here. They're like, well, they told us to put it there. I was like, you can't have it there. So then they tried to put it under the seat.
Wait, and they was flying economy? And you was in the back row? By the bathroom?
Yeah.
You get no love. Let me tell you something.
This
You
is a
flying-
family. This is a
You
family with
flying
two
on a
children.
flight where you
Nah,
in the
you
back,
just sound
baggity back?
bougie.
Nah,
You
but the
get
thing
no
is-
love. Yes,
This
I
is a
sound
hardworking
bougie.
that's
family
disrespect.
that paid for their tickets
No,
with their
it's
two
disrespectful.
children.
Yeah, and they might have chose that seat.
Guess
you
what?
can choose your
This
seat. They
is
wanted to
America.
be close to the bathroom. They had like 2
This
kids.
is America. You want special treatment,
No.
you pay special prices.
They're not asking for special
They said,
treatment.
Get out of here.
Why don't you just put the cake on your lap, by the way? You can just hold the cake?
When you got a
takeoff, you have
seatbelt, I
to-
think
They don't allow you to
yeah.
have anything on your
You
lap.
can't put it on your lap.
Got it.
Can't carry stuff.
Probably should have just not
Lucas
brought
from
the cake.
Queens, what do you say? With people, obviously, there's the one issue, which is the cake. That's its own story. But I think overall, with what we're seeing today, is people are delaying these flights from taking off, which means they're slowing other people down.
Well, it's a security issue with the cake. I mean, if you're going to start bringing stuff on board, you're going to bring cakes, and then you're going to give the terrorists another way of getting stuff on board.
Stupid. Just shut up. Hang up on there. Shut up. Shut your ass up. I can't deal. Some people are so dumb.
Laura, I've never seen Laura this
I
motivated by
can't.
a
Well,
human
because
rights
she's an
issue.
airport criminal. I explained to you
not an
guys
airport
earlier.
criminal.
And that's Young Snack.
She scams at airports. It's young snacks, so cakes mean a lot to her.
It's a special moment for this mother, okay? I'm standing up for the mother and the family. The two children
Don't make
were
it about
crying.
mother. Don't make it about her being a mom.
But that's exactly what this is about.
It's not. It's about a 40th
family.
birthday. It's not about mom.
So
it's about a 40th
she's
birthday.
not a mom. She had her two kids
She
with her.
happens
Don't
to be
take
a
that away
mom,
from
but
her.
the cake was for her 40th birthday.
Right.
If
Not
it
'cause
was
she was a
an
mom.
issue from the first place, the first flight attendant should have told her it wasn't allowed.
You're
That's
absolutely
it.
right. You're absolutely
That's
right.
it.
But guess what? That flight attendant was overruled by another flight attendant. And guess what? Then the police came, and then what happened?
And then the police said the police was even defending the family.
And then
they
what
put,
happened?
They put the cake away.
And then what happened?
But the flight attendant insisted that they leave the airplane.
And did they leave the airplane?
Yes, they got taken off the plane.
No,
Exactly.
they had to wait, and didn't the cops eventually come?
I just said that, yes.
But
And the
my
cop
only-
tried to defend the family, being like, yo, they put the cake down
I
there.
get
It's fine.
Here's my problem. Here's my
Wait,
one.
here's all I have. All I have to say on this is this. Sorry, Rosenberg.
It's okay.
If you're slowing everybody else down, move. Figure that out on your own time because you're on other people's time.
That's my only
Okay,
thing too.
but the flight attendant doesn't have to make it an issue. If they would have been like, okay, let's just place the cake right here, everything would have gone smooth.
Well, guess what?
That's
didn't.
it.
And Laura, you're an airport criminal. You have no credibility.
No, that's not true.
My opinion, and I fly a lot, is if you're delaying everyone else because of your situation, you gotta go.
As a flight attendant, you can prevent delays by providing good
Yeah.
customer
Not
service
always.
and solutions
Not always.
without creating it a problem.
Not
Having the police called over a
always.
birthday cake is ridiculous.
But they did. But Ebro's point is, now that the flight attendants handled it well, is that when it got to the point of being a problem,
We don't agree. The flight attendant and the family don't agree. We are at odds.
But at that point, you make a
The
decision
flight
to go,
attendant
I'm
is-
going to get off here. now."
Yes. Well, no, even you don't make the decision. The decision's going to be made for you.
No, but that's why you'd rather saying just get off rather than have them bring police on the plane and everyone had to deboard.
Or maybe I'm trying to stay on my own schedule, and I don't really want
It's
to.
over though. But it's already over.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
but
know
then the
that it's over
family,
until
the
they
family
drag
tries
me
to
out.
fix it by being like, okay, we'll put the cake underneath. And even the policeman tells them, yo, they did nothing wrong. They put the cake on the floor. And then the flight attendant,
policeman ain't the boss.
out of spite, you can tell out of spite, continues to be like, no, they got to get off.
The policeman ain't the
That
boss.
was her being
and
extra.
A lot of y'all don't know that these flight attendants, they do have the power to tell you that you can't be on the flight. The flight attendants have the power. If somebody gets on a flight and they're too drunk, yo,
I
he can't be on
understand
the
that
flight.
100%.
Somebody gets on a flight, they got a bad attitude or disrespects the flight
Being
attendant.
disrespectful,
flight
I
attendant
understand.
can be like, you out of here.
I understand that. I 100% agree with you.
And
but
I'm
when
not
you
saying the
deliver
flight
good customer
attendant was wrong.
service,
I'm not saying she
she
was
could have
right.
diffused the whole situation.
She could have. She didn't. And and nothing may happen to her. But guess what? You pay a lot of money to get on these flights. You think you're gonna be in the right or have power. You don't.